Hi guys. Ooh, I feel like every time I'm talking to you, I'm out of air. I'm out of breath. This is what happens when you're gone a whole week. I am back here now trying to clean our way out again. This is like madness. There's so much snow on top of the roof too. That's something that should be also pulled down, but I don't know how we're gonna do that. But yeah, slowly making my way to clean this mess. It's pretty high. I'm slowly making my way. I cleaned some over there before. Oh yeah, my daughter brought mango. Coming up here was crazy with her in the car. I was holding her in a carrier, but she even ruined the tip of her nose by rubbing and scratching, and she was not a happy camper. Wasn't sure where she was going. But when she got here, it was like, hello, I'm in heaven. She's the calmest we've ever seen her and the happiest we've ever seen her. There's no other cats. It's just her and the dog. Usually they don't get along, but they're like sleeping together, loving each other. Oh, I'm not sure you can see her. Where's little Mango?
Come on.
Hi, Mango. Hi, Mango. Oh, here she is. Little Mango. Okay, Mango. All right, guys. I am going to clean the snow. Or clean as much. Maybe I'll do just a path for now and then chop it up later. Yeah, I just want to show you how much snow we got in a week. Remember that path to the lake? It was up to over our knees, and look, it's already filled up with snow again. So Erica's going to try and start the snow blower and see how far we're going to go there. Erica's out here helping me now. Two of us, it's going to make a big difference. I just wanted to show you, and my shovel's not even completely down to the bottom. Hey, Erica?
Yeah.
It's a hell of a workout. Who needs a gym when you've got a cabin? Holy schmoly, look at that. Wait till that slides down all over your balcony.
Yeah, I should probably have some.
Holy moly. Who needs to go to a gym? I just want to show you what's left. This ugly mound right here. It's the Titanic. This is an iceberg. I started to make my way down here. Then Erica's gonna get the snowblower. Holy schmoly. And then we're gonna use the snowblower. It's gonna be a lot easier down at the bottom. But dear God, I don't feel my shoulders. Yeah, the Titanic. Yeah, I feel like I crashed into that iceberg. Holy moly. The body, she hurts right now.
Get behind there, baby. Hurry.
Hello. How do you like your carrots?
What did you cut for them?
Just 2 carrots, but I cut them small so
Yeah.
they could take little bites. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Where's Mango? You should get Mango so Mango can see the deer. There's only 2. A little stomp. It's like, hello, I'm here.
Oh,
That's definitely a little baby in the front. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I've been doing. There we are. This is going to be my mulberry collection. Someone told me I should put some up on Etsy. Maybe I'll do that. Takes a long time, believe it or not, to make a pair of socks. This is already, my 3rd day, right? Well, not full days, but so I would say 2 days that I've been doing this. And I'll show you. Oops, sorry. That's how long it is without the cuff. And then, of course, You cuff it. And I'm sure Erica's gonna love it and keep her feet warm once they're done. I'm just enjoying, look at this, a beautiful biscuit and apple matcha jam on top. Delicious. We made these biscuits the other day, and now my daughter wants to make a curry dish tonight, but we have no more naan bread or pita bread. So that's what we're going to do. It's very simple and easy. We're going to start off with a clean bowl. Okay, I have some beautiful organic whole wheat flour. Now, normally I don't measure anything, but I'm going to try and do it for you. Okay, we're going to try and use a half cup so it's easier for me to get the flour. Okay, so that's a half. You want a little or a lot, Erica?
Enough for dinner, I guess.
Okay, so that's 1.5. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make 2 cups. If there's extra, we could always do something else with it. So I'm using 2 cups of flour. Here's the salt. My daughter brought her kitten. Oh, she's not a kitten anymore. Okay, a little bit of salt. Salt is to taste. I don't mind it a little, like, flavorful, so I am going to put, I'd say, about a teaspoon of salt. We're going to put maybe some baking powder this time around. I make all different types. This one's going to have a little baking powder. Ooh, maybe a lot of baking powder. And I'd say about maybe a half a teaspoon of baking powder. That's just going to help it push it up when it's in the pan. And we're going to mix this. And I'll tell you exactly how much water I'm going to use. Remember, when you make it, it's all by feel. Okay, so I'm going to start with a cup of water. And we're going to put a little at a time. You want to make a dough. My hands are in the way, right? Now, there's no yeast in this. It's just a little bit of baking powder. We spent, maybe not the whole morning, cleaning off an iceberg on top of Erica's balcony at the back. There was so much snow. There was a little bit of snow left that we didn't do last time, and then it snowed. We weren't up here for like about a week, and that was it. Okay. Yesterday I used milk. Today I'm using water, but you can use milk to make these. Okay, so I used less than a cup. There's still some water left. I could have used a little less because it got a little sticky on me. But if that happens to you, don't get scared. All you need is a dusting of flour and we'll be good. Very easy. So if you ever run out of bread, do not fear. As long as you got some flour, you're good. You're as good as golden. Now the wheat flour I'm using still has the germ. When we use flour, we try to use the whole flour because you get all the benefit. I'm going to take all the flour out of my bowl. flour on here. So 2 cups of flour to almost a cup of water. Almost. Nope, wrong one. There's a couple of, maybe a tablespoon of water left. Put this aside. And you're just gonna knead it a bit. This is running away from me. Here, push it against my stove. Oop. It's a challenge. You gotta hold your board while you do this. I think Erica's gonna make a butcher block, so we can make this on the butcher block next time, and I don't have to worry about holding the cutting board while I'm kneading. Now, if you make this a little firmer, you've made pasta dough. If you make pasta dough, I would say the best pasta dough is if you're using only semolina, but you could do half and half semolina, half whole wheat. That makes a beautiful pasta. And if you don't have a pasta machine, you can actually roll it out and make handmade, hand-cut pasta. This is going to be bread for us, but it's going to be like either a naan bread or a pita bread. Okay, here we go. We still have a little bit of flour, and we're going to let it rest because that's what you want. It activates the gluten. It becomes a stretchier dough. So I'm just going to cover this. Oh, we don't want to break Erica's dishes. There we go. Cover it with a bowl. And we're going to check it in a little bit, and we're going to knead it again, and then put it aside until we're ready to use it. And meanwhile, I'm going to enjoy this delicious biscuit that is made almost like this, except I use lots of butter. This is great with some cowboy beans. Delicious, delicious, delicious. So I'll see you in a little bit, guys. The more you knead it, the more elasticity your dough gets. Isn't it simple? A lot of people are so intimidated. They say, oh, I can't make bread. I don't know how to make it. But if you have flour at home, you'll never go hungry. There's always something you could do with it. You can make dumplings. You can make pasta, pizza, bread. You can make bagels. So many things. So many things. And let it rest a little more, guys. Beautiful. Cover it and let it rest. All right, guys, I'm back out here. Erica went to take JJ for a walk. I'm gonna try and break through here. It is so hot out. I think it's almost 10 degrees. This is crazy for the month of February. But I'm gonna try to go down. Yeah. Whoop. Holy moly. I'm stuck past my knees. Holy schmoly. That's a deep hole. Okay. I'm gonna attempt going up this way. Yeah, we had to take a break before. I was sweating like a crazy woman. Okay, I don't have gloves. And I don't have my tripod over here, so I'm putting you in my pocket. And I'll show you after. That's where her dock is. Her new dock. I don't think that tarp did anything to it. Alright guys, let me do some work. We're almost there. Look, the snow is melting. It's so hot out. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Is that good?
But Mangs, you shouldn't be on the table.
Alright guys, dust it a bit. Okay, so you do need flour to dust where you're gonna roll it. I'm gonna use a rolling pin. But it's so nice and stretchy. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can actually do it by hand. Thank you, Erica.
You should have done it on the table.
I know, she keeps telling me, do it on the table, but I always forget. Now, if you really want all your bread to be even, you're just gonna divide it even. I really don't care if it's big or if it's small. This one might be way too big, so I'm going to, I don't mind having small ones. And I'm not picky about if they're perfectly round either. Maybe I'll do it a little bigger. Stick that underneath, flatten it up. Now, like I said, if you don't have a rolling pin, guys, do not fear. All you need is your hands, and you just stretch it. That is why we had it sit. We had it sit so it has a lot more elasticity in the dough. Now this doesn't have yeast. All it has is a little bit of baking. And here in Canada, they also call it magic. And you're gonna roll it out. Let's put this down here a bit. We're just going to flour this board on this side where we're going to lay it down as we do it. You can't see it, but I'll show you. There it is. Another board that I'm going to just let it sit on after I've rolled it. You do want to separate it with flour. And if you don't want to add extra flour, then all you have to do is separate it with some parchment paper. And I'm not picky about the shape. That's the least of my worries. So I put that aside, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of flour, and we're going to cut another one. Flour on the board. I made a nice soft dough, so these are going to be super delicious. Now, I've made this with sweet potato. I've made this with pumpkin. I've made this with chickpea flour. And sometimes you just want, look how stretchy that is. Beautiful. Sometimes you just want regular flour. Right on top of the other one. Sprinkle some flour on top of that. And we cut another one. It's only me and Eric up here, so there's going to be more than enough. Remember, you can always use your hands. Be gentle when you tug at it. You don't want to put holes in it.
And we're going to lay it on top. Add a little bit of flour.
And if you don't have one of these, you could also use a jar. If you have a round jar, or a glass if it's completely round. Now if you want, same recipe, maybe not roll it out so much, you could cut them, and you can make strips this way, and you could use it like a dumpling in a soup. Obviously you will put this after the soup is made, otherwise they're just going to overcook. You can use it to make dumplings. You could also make a non-rise pizza. This makes a great pizza. I've done it many of times. I'll push this down here. I'm gonna cut this in two. Remember, if you have flour, you have food in the house. I'm gonna put a picture for you. Erica made such a delicious, actually it's up on my Instagram if you want to check it out. We made a souvlaki type dish, and we made homemade bread. So good. Next time Erica makes it, I'm going to tell her to record it for me. Yeah, if you want to make a pizza, obviously cut bigger pieces, roll it out, and then maybe add on top of your dish that you're going to cook it in, your tray, your pan, sprinkle some cornmeal. It gives the bottom of the crust a nice texture to your pizza, and then dress it like you would dress pizza. In the oven it goes, especially because it has a little bit of that magic powder or baking soda, baking powder, not baking soda. I guess you could use baking soda. I need it to flour out a bit. And you've got pizza, non-rice pizza. It takes 2 minutes to make this for your kids. I had it sitting here, but it really doesn't take long. Your kids come home and they're hungry. Mom, what can I have? All you have to do is put some flour and water together and make them a no-rise pizza. And let me tell you, they're going to love it. Okay, this one's a small one, but that's okay. Okay, off to the side. Okay, we're going to use a cast iron. And we're going to put this on high and get it heated. I don't put any oil whatsoever. You can if you want. Okay, we're going to use this cutting board right here. I'm not sure if you can see it, where we're going to put it once they're cooked. And we're going to have a towel. Where did our towel go? And this is going to help keep them nice and soft until we're ready for dinner. So I'm just going to drape that over so we don't make this catch on fire. Okay. Okay. I'm going to wait till it gets nice and hot. Meanwhile, I'm taking my dough and just stretching it out a bit. Okay, let's try the small one to start. Okay. And these don't take long to make. I will be lowering it a bit. Okay. Yeah. We're going to put it to a medium high. And like I said, these are going to smoke a little, so you should have a fan going on. And you're going to see blisters. It's basically separating your bottom to the top. There we go. We're going to flip it. And it's just going to keep bubbling up and separating your dough. I'm going to lower my heat just a bit. I don't want them to scorch. Just keep flipping them back and forth. Now, if you don't have a cast iron pan, you can use any pan you have. But I love the cast iron. If you can, invest in one.
And this is going to go with our curry dish that we're going to have tonight. Okay, let's just lower it a little more. Don't want them scorching. Now some of them are going to really open up and some they're not. Okay, that one's done. Now we do another one. Very simple. The steam is going to make these cool pockets. If you're lucky, you got one big pocket. The right heat, the right temperature. Oh, this one's getting nice and big. Okay, flip it over.
And if you let that dough rest, it really gives a nice elasticity to your bread. Your dough, actually, not your bread. So that's it. I'm going to keep cooking these, and you're going to get to see what Erica's going to make later. Oop, come back here. There we go. And last but not least, that's right. And that's it. So we'll see you in a bit when we're making a curry dish. It's going to be very simple. Remember, we're at the cabin. We don't always have the things we have in the city, but we manage to eat delicious food nonetheless.